Oh shit, I should probably fucking mark that.
This is
Sheffield, this is Bravo, Radio Lima Charlie 112.2, over.
Hang on my
On 7, this is 1 Romeo, got you Lima Charlie.
Does the master key open any closed door or only doors that are locked?
How are you doing?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
How you doing?
Doing good, how are you?
I feel like it should open.
I'm doing well. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was not, it was on 110.
I'm
17, this is 1 Romeo, got you Lima Charlie, over.
User in your channel timed out.
What did we say it was? It was
Server group assigned.
Headphones are on backwards.
Something like that? Or we shouldn't go past 86?
collectively or individually?
Individually. I remember somebody saying you can't go past, you shouldn't go past 86.
User joined your channel.
It doesn't like fuck up your stamina.
Oh, I thought we were talking about 86 rounds.
Oh my god. No,
Sorry.
I'm talking about weight. 86
Buddy
pounds.
joined your channel.
Okay.
I'm at 75.
User joined your channel.
The third one will be
Yeah, like how much are you carrying?
I recommend he gets pretty heavy. It's an ambush.
I mean, but we're carrying ammo.
User joined your channel.
It sounded very flaky.
Well, that's up to your team leader to decide who's going to fire.
At what point would
Do you have balloon rounds? Here, 2 or 3.
Simple words only.
Yeah.
Are
you my medic specialist?
Well,
Any station this net, this is Bravo, radio check 112.0, over.
I have, but I mean, I
It
will.
was a little too ginger. I didn't notice it.
User in your channel timed out.
You gotta really grab a cheek.
Did you just call her a redhead?
No, it was gingerly. She
User
gingerly
joined your
grabbed
channel.
my.
Gingerly.
So if you say something's a little too ginger, that could mean many things, I guess.
I mean, here I thought you were calling her a redhead. Maybe she is. I don't know.
Maybe whatever.
Can't see under the helmet.
User joined your channel. User entered your channel.
Does that mean you're a vampire? I guess she does carry a bunch of blood.
Good copy, Williams. Out.
yeah, for some reason it won't let me pull
User
out
joined your
bag,
channel.
so
User joined your channel.
10 and 10.
Any station this net, this is Bravo, radio check 112.2, over.
Total. For your
Radio Lima Charlie on 112.2.
and then grab. Yeah.
Roger, out.
Roger out.
I forgot that you're a grenadier.
Any station, this is 1-3 Mike, radio check 4-2, over.
Yeah, 10-10, and then the respective load off your smoke, and then grab 2
User
open
joined your
rounds.
channel.
How many fucking cups of coffee?
Illumination rounds.
User joined your channel.
We have 4 now?
We have Blacksmith, this is Havoc 1 Romeo, I got you Lima Charlie on 3-1, over.
And your Nibs is filling in for 1-1, and Hawkins is filling in for Staff Mike.
Wait, where's Campbell?
He said he was going to be running a little late.
Dagger uniform.
He said he'd be here,
No.
just that he would be a bit behind the ball.
User joined your channel.
I'll be on the other phone for us, so I guess I'll take responsibility.
Are you talking to me?
I'll carry 5. You got 5. Since he has the mine detector, he's going to run a little heavy. So
What can I do
can
for
split
you?
it.
Tappy tap.
What's wrong with your rifle?
Oh, the mag, god.
Oh, I am? Oh, shit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you too! Jesus fucking Christ, all the medics are gonna have an ND in here.
See, I'm just following the example of my medical chain of command.
Yeah, that actually is not an excuse.
We got Havoc 4 with us today, yeah?
If he's
You as a scapegoat.
okay.
All squads.
That's right. You gotta tell him I said
Let's go to words.
We run
Alpha and Bravo, check in when ready.
There he is.
Buddy joined your channel.
Any station this net, this is Bravo, radio check 112.0, over.
Bravo, this is actual Radio Lima Charlie.
is lining out his one guy.
Roger,
Email, I take
out.
the bullet for you. Or
20-0.
take the bullet out for you. Oh man.
Something like that. Something about bullets.
Take on frequency 114, half copy.
Alpha Bravo, let me know when you guys are set.
2 bags for you, non-tracers.
You're not actual. You're Havoc 1-2. That is your call sign.
Copy that. Are you 7?
Yes.
User joined your channel.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
2 Illum rounds.
1-6,
Max.
let me know when you're ready to go.
And then,
she got
Any
13
station
max
listener,
rounds.
radio check for 1-2 on 110, over.
1-2, this is 1-3,
we're
Lima
still
Charlie on 110, over.
Hello?
Yeah, we'll go. Top.
And then do you,
1-2
you're taking all
copies.
unarmed vehicles,
Oh.
right? So
Hey, firm.
are those
Oh, yeah, I got
vehicles
yours.
ready to go?
They
Yeah,
should be
I
lined up.
understand
Set your color on Blue Force.
I understand the hesitance, but we're gonna end up doing what we have to if things
Let me know
happen.
when you guys are set, and let me also know mortar count, if any.
I'm gonna leave that up
Yeah,
to
I
you.
got 2 for you. You heard me.
Peeps.
I
Roger,
will
are
do
we gonna be
my
Bravo is not carrying any mortars.
The only squad
full send?
not having medic is
possibly,
1-4,
but
so
don't count
worst case scenario, we just
Roger.
Stand by, I'm gonna grab as many as I can.
Just
here.
split up
1-4, go
medical.
ahead and grab a jab for tonight.
I can carry 4. I can carry the mortar.
7, this is 1-6.
1-2, this is Bravo. I'm gonna pick up 5 mortars over.
Are we planning on resupply before or after any of these ambushes?
We're gonna make that call in the field. I'll try and get us a resupply after
Your
this.
backpack only has.
Alpha and Bravo, grab no more
What's
than
coming?
2 rounds, mortar rounds each.
bother.
And check in when you're ready.
Station 7 Mike, radio check on
backpack
2 on
You
7
want
over.
to get the AT4?
Alpha, you need me to grab some
Mike
motors?
7, let me try and put one over.
Sheffield, you all set today?
I don't know. That might be a UI or.
Yeah,
Sticking
it's
around
hard
1-2
though because
depending.
it's varying numbers. So
Hey, you good?
Hey, firm.
Hey, you got a laser on.
Do I need to carry the AT4?
Is it
Copy out.
Yeah, now it is.
Okay, I couldn't see it.
Bravo, are you familiar with the Quacker?
The what?
Just send that up because that's
The what? Sorry, I just didn't catch what you said.
Quacker, for the ambush.
The clacker?
Yeah, the Claymore and the Quacker.
Is it any different than the breaching charge?
Alpha team checking.
Turn ready.
Yes.
I know your medic is gonna be running a little late. Did you
Bravo,
happen
stand up.
to
I have to
catch if he gave a time?
1-2, this is Alpha, radio check, over.
If you try to go back to your inventory.
2 I see Bravo still.
Alpha, this is 1-2. Got you, Lima Charlie on 112, over.
Okay.
Would you like me to grab the claymores?
Yes, I've actually got it in my backpack.
Okay, you got it, so I don't need to grab anything.
Correct. I'll have you to go through and grab it and everything, and I'll take an extra mortar or 2 if you need to go through and swap them out.
I should be all good. I have the M152. Are those compatible with the claymores?
already.
Hey, from cool.
Okay, yeah, then we should be all set.
Okay, are you able to get the Claymore out of my bag?
Roger, we still got some time.
I have 2 times mortar rounds. Can't carry anymore.
I'm gonna grab that right now.
All stations sound off for radio.
Also short my Grenadier.
Copy.
I dropped you 2, I gave you 2 mortars. I'm carrying 3 now.
I have.
Yeah.
Because we don't have any assistance.
You guys all set?
Bravo's all set, over.
Alpha's all set.
This is Alpha, but controlling point 1.
Oh, I wanted to touch him.
1-2 is ready to go, and our mortar count is 1-0.
2 I see Bravo stepping down.
Damn, I thought you guys were bros, man. He doesn't.
That's fucking. 7, this is 1-4. All of his friends are around, that's why.
Alright, Alpha and Bravo, how many,
Levi's 1-4 is ready to go. Mortar count is 0, over.
Williams is carrying 2.
1-4 has no assistance, over.
Alpha,
Yeah,
you
you
see
do.
you have 0?
Charlie.
We got 2 on me.
We're not judging you.
Send it.
2 plus 4, Roger.
We are judging 1-3.
1, this is 1.
PBS 14, so we're still looking for.
Stand by.
Dinner.
I can carry a couple of mortars if you need.
We like those.
Five.
Ask him why he's slapping his lips so fucking loud.
Stand by.
No, I
If you
don't
guys need me to carry, I'm pretty light.
1-7.
You do 2 IC turn.
I don't
We
do
put
that.
one extra jab in our truck. Can we put it into another truck as well?
Alpha Bravo, this is 1-2. I'm going to be off comms for 10 Sierra.
Roger.
Because you don't even have GL. So you're
I have
good.
one in our. So we all.
Roger that. Alpha, you're 2 IC, right?
Have myself, have Delta, and one in the truck.
Copy, though, for 10 seconds. I think
You
we're
know
good.
what? More jabs, more fun.
Alright, so am I seeing this?
I've been over here just like
You're good now.
hanging out. I didn't call it 10 seconds.
Who doesn't have like
Yeah, exactly.
4 and Bravo.
4 and Bravo, 3 and Alpha.
4 and Bravo.
And 3 and Alpha.
Fucking mind that I'm smoking crack.
Needed to refill my canteen with coffee.
Just pass it over then.
Especially when you
Vital.
Jack Daniels for a couple hours.
It's my lifeblood.
Yes, I am.
Black.
It's gonna be control tab.
Of course I am. Haven't you ever heard the song? Oh, dear God.
Night scope from the marksman.
Let me see if I can find it in the settings.
It's as big as the rifle itself.
Of comms, 20 Sierras.
It's just a case I need to see what Venus looks like this time or not.
Is it in retrograde?
Do you want me to be the rifleman? Well, never mind.
Roger. Which Vic are you going to be in?
Do control.
1-2. This is Bravo. I just realized that I need to grab the AT stick and the GL, so I'm gonna drop all my mortars.
If I fucking Jedi mind trick that as well today, I'm fucking gonna go start looking for kyber crystals. What the fuck? Okay.
Copy that.
Where's Jedi?
So sorry.
Are we ready?
I was gonna say, I got the Grenadier stuff for you.
1-4 is not ready because we're switching out the jab tube now. Give us one mic.
Sergeant Turner.
Sergeant Morris.
Roger. I'm on the GL then.
Wait over
Hey,
1-6.
Sergeant Turner.
I'm kidding. I was fucking around. It's okay. He's
Yes.
okay. There he is. Sergeant Turner, is it correct? I'm supposed to be CLS?
Yes.
Alright, who's 2AC?
You.
Any time now.
Is this supposed to get as awkward as...
This is not a rhetorical question, sir.
I'd make Watson do it all, but.
Sheffield, I need you to grab CLS.
Back on comms.
Unless Bravo wants to give me one.
I have to go make room.
Is that Riley?
How much do you need?
What is the.
How many packs do you have?
Here, we're still waiting for.
He's running late.
Total of 9 bags.
Yeah, drop one and grab CLS. I got 2 bags for you.
Yeah, I'm about 42 right now.
Roger that.
Lieutenant Littleberry.
1-7 is 1-4. We're set, ready to go over.
Counting is hard.
What is the maximum amount of throwables, Lieutenant Littleberry?
10.
Why do you have 11?
Because blue is extra.
That is incorrect.
It's not what I've been told.
Who told you that? Did the SOP tell you that? I'm pretty sure it didn't.
The SOP, no, it was, who was it? It was my former squad leader.
Former squad leader is incorrect.
Roger, I will go fix.
Should have told him he was your former squad leader.
Also, the captain told me that.
Captain may or may not be correct.
I don't think I ever told anyone that blue smoke doesn't count towards their maximum number of throwables.
Well, we got a whole list. Who's next? Corporal Madsen. Where's Corporal Madsen? Corporal Madsen, front and center.
First Sergeant, you're a little quiet. You need to speak louder.
Oh yes, Corporal Madsen, front and center.
Ugh, he's got a law. He's screwed. Guys with laws don't know what they're doing.
Madsen, what is the maximum allowed number of throwables and magazines you're allowed to carry?
So that's you most of the time?
Yes, that's me most of the time. They just don't call my name.
You're allowed 10 throwables and 13 magazines, including the one that would be loaded but 13 magazines total. You need to unfuck yourself.
Look at this guy. Oh, how many mags does he have? Yes,
I'm guessing 14.
All smoke and frags and flashes count towards your throwable count.
They have a baker's dozen.
Baker's good.
You have 13 throwables and 14 magazines.
Copy that. I'll unfuck that.
I'm gonna switch out my
Sergeant Riley.
flashes for
Sergeant Riley, front and center.
for a grenade.
Ooh.
Shit, you're up too.
Come on, fellas. We can
Sergeant Riley, maximum amount of magazines you're allowed to carry.
We already got this like last month.
Just don't make eye contact.
Good thing I just rebuilt my.
How many you got?
It should have been 13.
Might wanna double check that count. You're off by one.
Oh, fuck.
Good try though. Who's next? Who's next? Sergeant Franklin, front and center.
Oh my.
Yeah, you see where we're getting here, LT? We have a lot of discrepancies tonight, and this isn't even the last one. Sergeant Franklin, what is the magazine maximum number?
It's 13. I spawned in with one. That's my fault. I'll unfuck it right now.
Why do you have 8 pistol mags?
Don't touch me there.
Are we allowed to carry them?
I have 11.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
10.
asking for a friend.
Yeah, they're good on
Which is kind of
You prefer to use your pistol?
I like it.
Like
No,
Sergeant
not
Major
allowed to carry
Plumley?
them.
Okay,
As far as I know, the banana.
Make sure you have
SOP 7 pistol mags.
Oh, see, the LT's got you there. So
I will go
drop one of those too.
out.
All right, next.
Wild Lieutenant Colonel.
Now serving number 8, Sergeant Ryder.
He's wild, but.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
What the fuck did he
Sergeant
do?
Ryder, bring it in.
What is
the maximum number of throwables you're allowed to carry?
Oh my god. Okay, Alpha Bravo
Sheffield,
right now. Make sure
if
don't
you are on this list, I'm going to spank your bottom.
more than 13 magazines.
Shouldn't be. I think I'm like around 15 and 9.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Alright, just make sure I'm not
I
calling you
put
a
some in
liar,
Turner's bag.
but I might be calling you a fuck up.
Okay, no pawning off your fucking mistakes.
Okay, that's
on
it.
other people. Go fix your shit.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
Hey, there we go.
So
Good
get your
work.
platoon sergeant
I
to
have
get
10.
on these fucking guys to make sure
10
that
what?
they're not doing that shit.
Horrible.
It was
Oh, good.
fixed
Yeah, me too.
before,
Stand by one day.
and they thought they'd get away with it this time.
And as much ammo as I can carry.
That is not the
It's
case.
the 10-10 rule. 10
Dagger was
smoke,
calling
10
you one. That one.
frags.
Yeah, thank you. Dagger the 7 sended.
Is this technically considered a nighttime thing because it's right
If
above?
I, well,
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be
Are you guys
nighttime.
ready?
Well, because
What's
if
up?
I remember CLS is 3 and 3 on epi
Yeah.
depend
When
on
you're
if
ready,
it's
and morphine, right?
unless you guys have
No, it's 2 and 2. Let me double check with Mike.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you out there. I'll see you
Hook one, move all your guys up to the north of the motor pool for
Time now to the motor pool to the north for a briefing.
Move to the north.
Yeah, drop one, I'm pretty sure.
North
Moving to
for
Sorry, Malake.
north for briefing.
CL is 2 and 2 for epi and morphine, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I just checked. It's 2 and 2.
If you have the space for extra bandages, it's also recommended that you carry like 25 extra, I believe, unless you already.
It's 20
carry a bunch.
extra.
Specialist Holden.
Yeah.
How are we today? Ooh. Pretty good. Nice little caterpillar.
Affirm, fixed, on my way.
Roger.
Not bad. Apparently, you've lost your backpack, and I've doubled mine, so I'll carry the load for both of us.
What in the?
Connor, you're facing the wrong way.
Oh,
That would be
He's always
nice.
facing the wrong
Bender's
way.
just running those mines over.
It says go one to one people.
Oh, yeah, join us soon.
Roger.
User
Is
in your
this
channel
everybody?
timed out.
Roger, blacksmith present.
Sergeant,
Is this everyone?
Havoc 1? That's your platoon, you tell me.
Believe so.
All of 1-4's here.
Does 1-6 know if this is everybody?
I believe it's everybody, Tom.
Okay. You guys are really wishy-washy with these answers.
I choose to believe.
All right.
I have faith.
Good morning, sweethearts. How are you?
Oh.
Wake the fuck up. All right, Sergeant Morris. Actually, hold on. Cap, XO, you guys have anything? before we step into the sand table?
Negative, First Sergeant.
Awful lot of fucking corrections as far as loadouts go tonight. NCOs, that falls on you. Be dealing with that shit. That one of your primary responsibilities. Make sure people are meeting the standard. That should not be having to come down from fucking Aries and from task force commanders inspecting people's loadouts to find that shit. If you guys need to do it to where your squad leads, you're sitting there checking people's loadouts before your squad training, then fucking do it. Shouldn't have to do that, guys. People are here fucking retarded. You use the same save loadout every time. But if it comes down to it, NCOs fucking deal with it. That shit should not be occurring like at this type of rate. It's just fucking ridiculous. All right, that's all I got, First Sergeant.
Thank you. You know what that means? Next Task Force Alpha, for any issues with gear, counselings will be happening. Okay. I'm taking the night off from giving the lecture, so Sergeant Morris is going to take over and talk about what is the training topic?
Ambush.
Ambush. Very good. Someone read the Warno and the op board. Okay. This is the pilots are coming in now. All right, Sergeant, take it away.
Roger that, for Sergeant. All right, so we know what we're doing tonight. Who wants to tell me what it is?
Well, I think we just covered that.
No. I mean, what is an ambush?
Oh, that.
What are we trying to achieve when we're doing an ambush? Anyone?
Surprise attack on an enemy convoy. Surprise attack on an enemy.
Sergeant Franklin, go.
Somebody already said it. A surprise attack.
Fine. Right, we're doing a surprise attack.
Oh, my bad.
Turn that
Jesus
engine
Christ.
off.
All right, there we go. Almost. ATVs are hard. Correct. We're doing a surprise attack on enemy forces. The purpose is to destroy, harass enemy forces, troops, or equipment, using the advantage of surprise and offense. What is another advantage of an ambush?
Sergeant?
Anyone take a guess? Specialist Williams.
Microphone muted.
Time to set up defensible positions on the enemy track.
That can be a thing. I'm thinking more along the lines of being a smaller force has the potential and the capability to take out potentially much larger forces because of that surprise. Who wants to tell me what some types of an ambush are? Sergeant Duffy. Speak up, Sergeant.
Far ambush and near ambush.
Speak up again. Grab your nuts and tug.
Speak up harder. Ambush and near ambush.
There we
hear
go.
me?
Yeah, close. I'm thinking point ambush and area ambush. Anyone know what those are?
Negative.
All right. A point ambush is going to be deploying to a specific position to encounter or to ambush enemy troops or enemy equipment at a specific location. You know where they're going to be. You can prepare a location and you can ambush them at location. An area ambush would be multiple point locations to basically do ambush across multiple different fronts. So you could be hitting enemy troops at multiple different locations at the same time, coordinate types of attacks. That makes sense to everyone?
Cool.
What are some categories of an ambush?
Sergeant, a hasty and deliberate ambush.
Right. Who wants to describe a hasty ambush?
Sergeant?
Speak up, Sergeant.
Hasty ambush would
there we go.
Yeah, would occur in the field without pre-planning.
Right. Hasty ambush, you got limited information. You just walk into the bush, you stumble across a squad or a column running through, you quickly set up, and then you engage them when the moment is ripe. Deliberate would be what then?
Sergeant?
Specialist Williams.
Deliberate would be what we're doing now, which is with full warning of their enemy movements and time to prepare along their route.
Right, yeah. We go. So the biggest difference is there is that we know they're coming. We can plan accordingly. We can set things in place such as mines. We could have potential coordinated air assault, like air attacks, mortars, things like that. We know where they're going to be. We can plan all those things and we can basically wipe them out as quick as possible when they get there. What would you consider, or what would be the 3 fundamentals of an ambush? Specialist
Sergeant. Planning, Sergeant?
Planning is definitely part of it, but I'm thinking along the lines of surprise. So they don't know we're coming, or they don't know that we're there, so we have that surprise. Being concealed and hidden, and then coordinated fires. Voice died. All right. What would make an ideal ambush site?
Sergeant.
Specialist Williams, I'm going to get you to sit. I appreciate the eagerness. I don't want to get someone else. Specialist Hawkins, go for it.
Thank you, Sergeant. A valley.
Right, a valley. Anyone else? Anything?
Sergeant, an area where the convoy would have to slow down, like a bend or something?
Yep, well, they have it where they're at a disadvantage. I can't see the name back there. Was that Corporal Madison?
Yeah,
Madison? Go for it.
River crossing Swinson, Sergeant.
Yep. So we're looking for places where we have good field of fire. We have good cover and concealment. We have protective obstacles, so we can hide behind things, rocks, trees, whatever that happens to be, trenches. We have a withdrawal route, meaning once we're finished our ambush, we can get out. Just in case you're not always going to stick around and make sure that everyone's dead. Sometimes you'll hit them and then you'll run. And then you want to make it difficult so that if there's any type of potential counterattacks, that's unlikely that they're going to be able to achieve that. So you're protected from that respect as well. What sorts of formations make ambushes up or make a good ambush? Send it.
L-shaped ambush, Sergeant.
Yeah, L-shaped ambush is a good one. What else?
A line, Sergeant.
Linear ambush, correct. And there's one more. Sergeant Reddick.
The V ambush, Sergeant.
Right, V ambush. What would you say is probably the best one, or the best choice of those to use, and why?
The L ambush.
And why?
Sergeant.
You have more field of fire.
Right. Yeah. You can basically, you're attacking the enemy from different directions. You got your long leg is your assault. You got your pale leg, which is the kill zone. You got flanking fire on them. You can kill them twice as fast. Linear is also good, but it can put you at a disadvantage. And then there's V-shaped, which is probably going to be the worst of the bunch. And who wants to take a guess at why?
Potential crossfire, Sergeant.
Thank you, Corporal. Yes, exactly. V ambushes, they have a high risk of crossfire. You could engage blue on blue, and we don't want to have that happen.
In what situation, Sergeant, would that occur?
Sorry, say again, Axel?
What would the enemy have to do in order to get it to where you are getting crossfire on that in a V shape? I want to make sure everybody understands why that can occur.
Excellent, Sergeant. If the enemy was to advance upon your position, the field of fires are now interjecting into each other.
Good. Absolutely right. Thanks, Sergeant Baker. Back to you, Sergeant Morris.
Thanks, Exo. Thank you. All right. So finally, gathering my thoughts here. All right. So what would be? That's not coming out right. What are the control mechanisms of an ambush? Or what sorts of things can be controlled? And we're speaking specifically here about probably deliberate ambushes.
Sergeant, we mentioned location already.
Right, location. Knowing when the enemy is coming, so knowing when they're going to be in the kill zone. Holding fire until the target is in the kill zone. Opening fire at the right time. This is typically something that happens by a specific event. In our usual, it's going to be blacksmith and mines. Sometimes that can be an AT shot, but there's one specific thing that's usually going to set everything in motion. Lifting and shifting fire. When the assaulting element is going to push through, if we are assaulting through the ambush or through the kill zone once the initial ambush has been completed. And then finally withdrawing from the location. So once we're finished, we've killed everything we want to kill. It's time to go. We control that. We know when it's time to go, and we leave, however that happens to be.
I just want to jump in there real quick regarding the
User in your
whatever
channel
is
timed
designated as the initiator of the ambush, right? Like the sergeant said, usually going to be blacksmith. As we have planned for this planned ambush here, or deliberate ambush, it will be blacksmith setting it off. But if we do have to plan another ambush, it is imperative that every single person in the task force understands what that kickoff basically code is going to be, right? Is it going to be a shot from the Maz or the Javelin, or a shot, or is it going to be a strike from air from Thunder Warlord, right? So that's going to prevent us from having someone going fucking Rambo on us on the target and ruining the ambush for everybody, right? So keep that in mind. That's very important that gets communicated really well all the way up and down the chain. Carry on.
Thank you for Sergeant. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's all I had on ambushes at this point. For Sergeant, did you want to add anything else?
Probably.
Okay,
let's talk about the kill zone real quick, right? What is the goal of the kill zone?
Kill things in it.
Fucking kill things in it. Holy shit! Wow, it's like we intentionally named it that. So, what are the characteristics, really? So, when you're thinking about setting up an ambush using one of the formations, the V, the L, or the linear, you want to take into consideration the terrain and the characteristics of a good kill zone, right? Who can tell me a couple characteristics you're looking for in a good kill box or a kill zone?
First, Sergeant, the lack of cover and concealment for the enemy in the kill zone.
Yep, that's good. So also an area large enough to observe and engage whatever size force you're looking for, too, right? Anything else?
Or Sergeant, the lack of avenues of exit and withdrawal.
Okay, that can work. So someone over there jumped up. Madsen, you jumped up. You had something?
Yeah, from Sergeant, that was the same limited ways for the enemy to get out of the zone.
What about a kill zone where the enemies are likely to fucking enter it? Would that be a good kill zone?
Yes,
the first thing you need to think about. Hey, if I set up a kill zone here, what are the chances the enemy is actually going to walk into it? It's probably the most important one, because if the answer is probably not, it's probably not a fucking good kill zone, is it?
Negative.
Okay, good. Glad we understand that. All right. It also should have natural obstacles, right? So, Corporal Perkinson, I believe, mentioned, along a road with a bend in it or a choke point where, if it's a convoy, a target would have to slow down. That's a perfect natural obstacle to get them to tighten up their formation to initiate ambush on something like that. Okay. Also, think about ideal security positions. When we move up to the ambush points, we need to make sure we have security set at all times, right? But you're making sure you don't mask the fire of the main body of the ambush, and you're able to provide timely information to other elements that are, on point on the ambush. We also want to think about rally points. That this all needs to be set. These are control measures that need to be set, during the planning phase, so that we know, hey, once the ambush is complete, or if it goes sideways, this is the way we're getting out. We're going to rally here, and we're going to leave the AO this way, right? So these are all things to think about. For rally points, they should be easy to find, have cover and concealment, be away from the natural lines of drift, and defendable for short periods of time, right? The last one's really key. If you're trying to reconsolidate, you're going to have to wait somewhere for a little bit. Make sure you're waiting in a position that is easily defendable. I believe that is all I have to add in there. Captain XO, anything else? Sergeant Yeager had a comment too, so we'll get to that in a second.
All right, so what is something that you guys can do during an ambush that you're not allowed to do at any other time?
Peek using third person XO.
Very good. Thank you, Sergeant. So again, make sure you guys are doing that. Do not be fucking standing up or crouching up or whatever the case may be and get yourself fucking exposed. All right, that is one of the quickest ways to fuck up an ambush and get your COC to come down there and step on your nuts is by sitting there crouching up and sitting there looking over your cover. The next thing you know, the enemy sees you and they engage and just ruin that fucking ambush. Got one other thing, but that'll come in a little bit. So that's all I got right now for Sergeant.
Roger, Captain.
I got nothing.
Roger. All right. Last thing I'll say before I hand it to Sergeant Yeager for a second. What is one thing that we don't want to do before we fire off the ambush, before we set this thing off?
ND for Sergeant?
That's yeah. Don't fuck it up. Jesus Christ. If you peek unnecessarily, or if you negligently discharge your weapon system or throw a smoke or do any of that shit, you have basically botched the ambush for the whole entire task force. So if you got to have your fucking weapon on safe until it's time to engage, fucking by all means, do what you got to do. Do not fuck this up.
User joined your channel.
Sergeant Yeager.
Thanks, Top. Just a reminder that there should always be a contingency plan if the mines fail to stop the lead vehicle or the lead vehicle bypasses or something. Whatever that decision is, if the first vehicle passes point X without being fully stopped, that there's an AT shot or something like that. Thanks, Top.
That is absolutely correct. There needs to be basically a fail-safe or a fallback plan for if the initial kickoff doesn't work. There needs to be understood, like, hey, that shit should have blown up a second ago. All right, hey, the mods just took a shot. We're on, right? So that needs to be also communicated. Chief?
Thank you, First Sergeant. Just a reminder about the don't fuck it up bit, guys. Make sure your lasers are off. That's it, First Sergeant.
Thank you very much. All right, any other C's or Q's from the Peanut Gallery?
What is the backup plan? Is it not? Are you guys not planning explosives along with the mines?
Sir, the enemy is able to, in flat terrain like this, if there's no good cover with grass or something like that, the enemy will see the explosives on the side of the roads, whereas the mines are buried, they won't be able to see those. So it's just going to be terrain dependent. But the mines are usually before, the explosives are usually before the mines. So if the mines fail, a lead vehicle would still get through.
Okay, so what is the backup?
Sorry, the backup is a AT shot from 104.
Roger.
All right, so keep in mind, before we head out, we have staging areas marked on the initial ambush site. The reason there is because those hilltops to the west, Hilltop 81 and 101 on the 060061 easting line, have a higher vantage point than our ambush site. So we need to wait for the convoy to get through that area before we move into position. Okay, so this is going to be deliberate but also hasty. So make sure that you're not overexposing yourselves. Make sure someone has, a couple people from platoon only have eyes on the target so they can, call up when it's time for everyone to move into position. Don't rush it. So, and don't also freak out that we're sitting there. Just understand that's why we're doing it. All right? All right, Havoc 1, you guys have anything else?
Negative for me, First Sergeant.
Is anyone taking any armed vehicles?
Negative.
All right, well, Intel is reporting that our route to the ambush site is clear. So if you want air assault there to make that happen faster, you're good to do that.
Roger. Havoc 1, you want to stick with Vix? Do you want to take the birds?
Your call, Top.
All right, we'll let's see. How many pilots do we have? How many deco guys?
We have 3 qualified pilots there, Top.
Okay, so we have to take 2 Chinooks.
We also have the extra jab rounds in the VIX too.
That's true. All right. Well, we're not going to be taking these VIX all over the place, so.
No, right, but they would still be at the dismount.
All right, in that case, we'll take the VIX. Havoc 1-4, you'll be able to resupply at least 1 jab before we leave the VIX behind. So, all right. Everyone lock and load. Mount them up.
Lock and load your
Yeah,
command. We're
get
second
those
on
radio checks down on
We
convoy.
are the.
Load them up. Fourth
We're
Vic.
in the Point Vic. Break.
Fifth. Cut it out last
First Vic.
Bravo,
Second
keep it up.
to last.
Hey Sheffield, we're going to be in the last Vic. We're driving today.
We're the last Vic.
I guess
Just do me a favor.
I'm driving.
Safety on, just in case until ready to go up.
Oh boy.
I want you mounted facing out.
I wish I brought some cat. You can do it.
What Vic are we in?
Last Vic.
Last Vic, guys.
Off comms, 2 mics. Off comms, 2 mics.
Also, be advised, Vics are facing the wrong way, so when we're going through, we're doing a 180.
Vic 3, Vic 2, Lima Charlie on 50 over.
Vic 3 copies, out.
Any station this net, this is Vic 4 on 50 radio check over.
Vic 4, this is Vic 2, Lima Charlie on 50 over.
Alright, who's got the radio, guys?
I do.
Any station this net, this is Vic 5, radio check on 50, over.
I don't think anyone's sitting up there in Charlie on 50 over.
Good copy from Vic 5.
We're short today, so I'm taking the radio and driving. Any station this net, this is Vic 6, last net, radio check 50, over.
Vic 1, this is Vic 2, Lima Charlie on 50.
Cool.
Tango Mike, out.
You read my mic?
Any station this net, this is Vic 6, last Vic, radio check 50, over.
This is Convoy Command. We are Oscar Mike. Maintain max speed, 50 kph, 50 meter dispersion. Break. We're going to go ahead and move out before the birds lift, so we're good to roll.
Do you need me to set the radio?
That's interesting. I can't access it.
Victor 1 copies. Performing U-turn time now.
Just got cut off
Arn,
twice.
are you able to?
Yeah, I've got the radio.
Here?
Yeah, I've got it. Can.
Microphone activated.
Yeah, I got it.
Right then. Don't know why it won't let me access it.
Any station this net, this is Vic 6, last Vic, radio check 50.
User in your channel timed out.
Last Vic, Common Command, Lima Charlie and 50, over.
Roger, out.
I have no clue why I can't access it.
Use your handheld.
I've already got it. We're short on people, so you want to switch and get in face out?
User entered your channel.
Actually, Steve's, you're an AR, right? You should be faced out.
Yeah.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
All Victors, halt.
Hey, we got to order a halt. Everyone dismount.
Copy.
Yes, ma'am. Copy.
All other Victors stay mounted.
We just got ordered everyone to mount up. Hey, Sheffield, mount up.
User in your channel timed out.
Roger. 1-2, this Bravo. All in.
User entered your channel.
Vic 3, this is Combat Command. Was that you guys? They had the rollover? All vehicles, get back in order and get this fucking show on the road.
Big 1 code, please stand by.
Roger, we're going to increase spacing to 7.5 meters, 7.5 meter spacing. Alright, convoy, we're Oscar Mike. Back in order, let's go.
Big 1 stepping off. Big 2, keep 50 meters spacing.
Negative, increase to 7.5 meters spacing, maintain 50 kph.
Big 1, right turn.
Last Vic, right turn.
Who is in this vehicle on convoy net?
That's myself.
Who else? Someone other than the driver, use your handheld radio and get on convoy net to call out turns.
Keys will do it.
Big 1 entering town, 35 kph.
Steves, you got the radio now?
Yeah, I'm on 50.
Roger.
I just heard Vic 1 call they were entering town.
Hey, firm.
Big 1, right turn.
Last Vic entering town.
We're making a right turn.
Last Vic, right turn.
All Victors on 7-0, we will not be decreasing speed in towns unless we have known civilians.
Big 1 copies.
Alright, Roger. Out.
I'm assuming he meant to say 5-0.
Big one, right turn.
I never even called the left turn.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did, but go ahead and call it.
Last Vic, left turn. You called the right that's up here at least.
Yeah, he just missed it.
I think he was busy answering to a different call.
Last Vic, right turn.
Big one, right turn.
Last Vic, right turn.
All Victors to Convoy Command, continue off-road. Be advised, we are entering the active AO. I say again, we are entering the active AO.
Big one left, and then
We're heading off-road.
Alright. Last Vic, turning right off-road.
One, two. How far are we from our dismount point?
1.3K.
Yeah, we're still a little ways out.
Roger.
About 500 meters, we'll be turning right onto a road again.
All Victors, All Victors, Convoy Command, make sure we're hiding these Vics well behind the ambush area once we dismount.
You, hear that, Soren?
Yeah, affirm.
About 300 out from the left.
Off-road.
Say it again, 1-2.
About 250 out from the left turn to go off-road again.
Roger.
West Vic turning left off-road. Dismount points 400 meters.
Roger.
Alright, when we get out, we're going to be heading to our southeast a little bit to our staging area.
Copy.
Big one coming to a stop.
Also, make sure everybody's got their earplugs in.
All Victors, dismount. Signing off, 5-0, Convoy Command out.
West Vic stopping.
Bravo out.
Dismount.
Bravo, let's get security southeast.
God.
South, like 360.
Steve's looking southwest, bearing 1-0.
You ready?
Time now, and then notify me when they push out when they do.
7 is the 1-6 on through.
Copy that, guys. Go ahead and move bearing.
Bravo, I need you over here by the staging point. We're gonna get too far away to add to
Roger. 5 or 115 meters.
7 is a dagger.
1-2 south, and you want to start moving?
Yeah, it's going to be about southeast, about 100, 150 out.
Blacksmith is set. Oh, no, I'm not.
Hey,
No, I'm
turn. Let
fucking
me know
not.
when you're set to cover Blacksmith.
Hey, Sheffield, we're going to walk out to the staging area, heading 133. Alva's Bravo, we're walking to the staging area.
Off copies.
And there's going to be a team with 1-3 joining Blacksmith, so that way they can set up the mines.
Off copies.
So Bravo, we may not have needed that somewhere anyways.
Bravo copies, over.
Alpha, gonna creep up just a little bit while we still have cover to get as close as we can.
At Sheffield, we're about 60 meters from the staging point still.
Affirm. Stopping.
No, we don't have to stop. We can keep going. We're not there yet.
Roger, copy BMP 2, followed by BTR, followed by Humvee, followed by Transport, followed by Humvee, followed by BTR.
Did you guys hear that?
I caught part of it.
Alpha, mostly.
BMP, BTR, Humvee, Transport, and then I think you guys caught that tail end of it there, but there should also be another Humvee
Sure,
and BMP, I believe.
Copy. Hold here.
Copy.
Roger. Are you anywhere close to the?
1-2, this is Bravo. Should Alpha and myself and you go try to scope out the area?
Negative.
Out there. I see one was fucking looking at it.
Roger.
How's that?
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out. For
Sheffield,
a
let's
hot
get
minute
secure to
here.
the east.
That is higher elevation.
Bravo copies. We're getting rear security to the northeast.
Behind this hill until we hit the convoy.
Alpha copies. We got security out to the south.
Yeah, 'cause we don't want to go through and be scoping anything out because the convoy is going to be getting higher elevation than us, so we want to go through and make sure we're well hidden.
Hey, firm. I thought I remembered First Sergeant saying that the team leaders and squad leader would be the ones to go and scope out the points.
1-2 copies. Alright, Bravo, your idea was on point. Let's go ahead and move up just a little bit to do some scoping out to the southwest on where we can go through and march through because it's not on movement yet.
Roger.
I'll stay right
Hey, Sheffield, hold this position. Watch to the northeast.
Hey, I'm already on it.
Bravo to the
Roger.
things.
ATC tower to the northwest is occupied. Be advised.
Tower to the northeast is occupied.
Northwest, ATC.
Northwest.
Yeah, that ATC tower.
Hey, be advised, the ATC tower to the northwest is occupied. They might have eyes on this hill from there.
Hey, firm, I'm on the downslope of the southeast side.
Alright, good shit. You should be fine.
Bravo, when you move to the top, when you move to the RP, make sure you don't go straight up this way.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Alright, Bravo Alpha, let's go ahead and take a look around here to the south here.
I spy with my little eye, Warlord.
Basically in the pillbox. So, in a way, you're not going to actually see the convoy until you're ordered to go up and shoot.
Roger, Tango Mike. All squads is up, convoys left, Mike. Stay hidden.
We've got a ways we can go before we'll see the front of the ambush.
Convoys Oscar Mike.
Convoys Oscar Mike.
Is back behind the hill. Pull back to me and Bravo, and then we're going to move to our RP.
Be advised, blacksmith charges are set directly underneath the blacksmith mines marker on your map.
Soren, get back here, please.
Blacksmith,
right.
blacksmith
Roger.
charges are set.
If it's not occupied.
Hey, Sergeant Turner.
Dagger,
That's
this
not
is 16131.
I know that's
1-3, I hear you, I just don't see you.
Yeah, I'm behind the rock over here. Sergeant Turner, come to me. Go in my back.
Charlie, can you let me know once the convoy has moved down the slope and are past the baseline enemy? Damn rock.
Copy, just came back past 1-6.
Tango Mike, once that.
In my backpack, Sergeant.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey, Sheffield, can you move southwest to me?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, when it's time to hit our RP,
whatever the fuck
north.
the thing is that you had in there.
Completely go 1114, you need to get the fuck down to the blade.
Alpha still.
Now.
Try to get the weapons that are still.
When it's time
Check
to
your
move
net.
to our RP, we'll move up north around the backside of the hill.
On you.
Alright, we're going to keep looking northeast for now, but once we hear the explosions of the mines going off, or 1-4's AT shot, we are going to sprint bearing 184 and about 90 meters.
Again, stay in deflate, lead us out, and bring us.
And then we're going to fucking light up as much as we can.
Roger. Convoys approaching the ridge line. Everybody needs to be back behind deflate.
It's going to take us like 20 seconds to get up.
Alright, it's approaching the ridge line, so we need to make sure that we're behind defilade.
Slope of the defilade.
Soren, get low. Over.
Oh, we're good. We're way
Let 1-2 know
way
when
in
you're
defilade.
closest mic.
What's that now?
Let 1-2 know that 1-3 mic is your closest mic.
Hey, firm.
Corporal Soren.
Be good to us today.
Yeah.
Let 1-2 know that 1-3's mic is our closest mic.
Alright.
Hey, 1-2, 1-3 Mike just passed up that they're going to be the closest one to us if a mic's needed.
Copy.
Alright. We should get word once they get off the slope. I will let you know, and then you guys are clear to push your ambush positions as close to them as possible.
That ambush should be starting at like 225 to 230, not 277.
The convoy, fronted convoy is passing.
Just over this little fucking hump right here.
Convoy is passing phase line now.
Convoy's passing phase line now.
One, you are clear to your RPs. Get as close to your assault position as possible.
Clear to our RP, but stay low.
Move up to we're moving to our RP. That's only like 50 meters to our southwest.
One behind you.
At a minimum, as long as it stays on the road, we should get a mobility kill. At a minimum. Roger.
This is 6-on-3-1. We're crawling up to our hold short positions.
All right, we're gonna just sprint south and get online. Once we hear it.
We're in the kill zone.
Convoys entering.
Convoys in the kill zone.
Get ready for these explosions and then pop up and lay waste.
Get ready.
Stand by. Move, move, move.
Move it.
South, I'm not seeing much left that's left alive.
Stand by on that. Havoc 4 rounds are in the air.
Havoc 4 rounds in the air.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Once those Havoc 4 rounds land, we're gonna move up on your left.
Hey, firm, we got.
Good work. He's down.
Alright, 1-2, Oscar Mike.
I don't know.
Alright, let's keep moving, guys.
Fucking mob. Which way?
Alright, let's move southwest.
Clearing it out.
Hey, firm, I'm on you.
Copy. Okay, we're moving to clear.
Stand by to move forward. I don't think we have to, though.
Alpha, this is Bravo. We're moving up on your left.
Alpha copies. Catch up.
1-2, this is Bravo. Who's holding SBF for us?
The rest of the squads.
Hey, firm. We're the only squad moving right now.
Hey, firm.
I'm gonna push to the southeast side of the street.
Hey, firm. We're gonna get this first Vic. Alpha, this is Bravo. We're checking the first Vic.
Copy. Pushing to the second one.
All right, Sheffield. Let's walk through it.
Keep in mind for crossfire.
Hey, firm.
I'm pushing out to your left.
Hey, Alpha, let's make sure we're moving up at a similar pace so we don't get crossfire if someone's between us.
Make sure we use our incendiaries, guy.
Oh,
Huh?
Alpha, make sure we're moving up together so that we don't crossfire if someone pops out between us.
Why are we moving so fucking slow?
Because of the stamina. Or it's tiring.
Not sure if this is safe to. Not really.
1-6, this is 1-2. This is clear and dead.
Pull back.
Hey, we're gonna pull back. Good work, Sheffield.
I'm ready.
Are we pulling straight up the hill, or are we going the same route?
Alpha's moving.
We're heading back to our staging point right now. Hey, Alpha, 1-2, we probably want to stay dispersed. Everyone's pretty clumped together.
Good call.
I'm slowing to a walk to catch my breath.
Hey, firm.
Alright, let's get to our vehicles.
Roger that. Hey, Sheffield, we're going to be returning our vehicle if you didn't hear 1-2.
Hey, firm. I had ears. Picking it up.
Yeah, I figured you hear everything, but I repeat it just because I was told I'm supposed to.
Alpha, catch your breath and moving on.
1-3 copies.
Alright guys, once we mount up, we're going to be moving east and north to RP X-ray. We're going to be setting up a hasty ambush there.
Bravo copies. Are the other squads already mounted up? One, two. Are the other squads still pulling security, or are they mounted up already?
They're heading up to the vehicles too.
Roger.
Did you say we're mounting up?
Allison.
Y'all loaded?
Negative.
Big one, lining up northeast.
Alright, Bravo's in.
Shove it in.
1-2's all in.
All Victors is coming.
Steve's, you got the radio again?
Making best speed off-road to the northeast, left onto the road to the RP, over.
Well, hello, Sergeant.
Big one copies, stepping off northeast.
That's about one click as the crow flies to the northeast.
Vic 2 in line behind.
Alright, one click northeast. Last week, moving.
Did the mines work, or did 1-4 have to take a shot?
They had like they were shot. The BMP definitely didn't go down from them.
That was in the lead, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
and
think
then
the line went
the
off.
BTR didn't get taken out either. I had to duck and cover from the BTR.
Vic 1, turning left on road.
Alright. Be advised, guys, as follows. The new convoy is going to be 1 T-72, 1 BMP, 3 trucks including basically transport and fuel, 1 Humvee, 1 BMP, and then 1 Choka.
That's a hell of an Arma lineup.
That's spicy.
FTX.
That one's gonna be spicy.
Glad we're gonna put it out of its misery here.
Vic 1, right off road.
.250 from dismount point.
Last Vic, turning right off road.
1-2 copies.
Alright, RP X-ray, we're doing
All
an
makers, make
L6
sure you hide yourselves really well.
at the
It's not a
T
great
intersection is
position
going to be the kill box.
to hide here.
Is this our dismount point?
We're gonna need to dismount towards the eastern side of this town because the kill box is on our northwest.
Roger.
So we need to be hidden
Hide
behind
the vehicle.
this.
Hide it, hide it, hide it.
I'm going all the way around.
Where are we setting up?
Still trying to get some additional details.
Right here should be good.
Copy.
Last Vic, dismounting.
Dismount.
Hey, Bravo, go ahead, dismount.
Sure.
I don't know why I'm streaming this with my face cam off and not talking to chat. It's an FTX. There's no, especially with this type of FTX.
You're talking.
One, two, this is Bravo. What's going on with the other squads?
Trying to listen and see what's going on.
Roger, you got anything in the meantime?
I know we're supposed to be doing... We're supposed to be trying to do an L-shaped at the T intersection here.
A-firm, the marked kill box.
And 1-3 is going to be getting up on the elevation.
Want to try and get on a rooftop, or are we gonna push up?
Roger. If are they on the move? What's the status of the convoy? All right, we don't know much about what's going on yet. We know there's a convoy coming. There's a box that has been decided. It is 300 meters to our 275 at an intersection where we came into this road.
We got air assets going through and keeping an eye out, so make sure that we keep a low profile.
Roger. What's the status of the convoy?
Alright, let's start heading west to the building over to our west here.
We're gonna creep up west of that building.
Bravo cop. Hey, Sheffield, we're gonna head west to the building, the next building.
From behind you.
Get ready to, or we're going?
Going.
Okay, I'm gonna give you targets.
1-2. This is Bravo. I don't know if you heard me. I was asking, is the convoy moving yet?
There's a enemy helicopter to the northwest.
Yeah, we got air assets
Enemy
watching
helicopter
us.
northwest.
Getting up on the roof.
Say again. Air assets are what?
We got air assets trying to watch for us, so keep a low profile.
Fucking entrance.
Don't go up on the roof because helicopters are watching.
Hey, there are enemy helos that are trying to watch out for us, so stay in cover.
Copy.
There are a lot of people over here.
Hey, fireman.
Crowded.
Do we have arranged the intersection from here?
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's 230 meters.
230.
Convoy, Oscar Mike.
Convoy is Oscar Mike.
Can I get on the roof?
Negative. We got enemy aircraft that are keeping an eye out for us.
Well, then sitting beside a large
Yeah,
truck
I know.
that says U.S. Army does not.
1-2, this is Bravo. Is there another structure we can post up at?
That's what I'm trying to find. I can't find anything at the moment.
Roger. Well, we can't see where everyone else is. We need you to tell us.
Yeah, we got 1-4 to our south up on the hill, and we've got 1-3 over to our west on the other side of the kill box.
What about these damaged buildings over here to our north?
Can we get in one of those to the northeast?
Sounds like they just hit the helo.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Audible on the Vex.
Yeah,
staying covered.
So that was a helicopter.
Yeah, let's go on the over on the south side.
That was.
Well, it's gonna be the T intersection right here.
Yeah.
It's definitely the Jav.
Was that the Jav convoy that we can't even fucking see?
Yes.
I was halted.
Hey Sheffield, if you come over here and you very carefully peek. Here, back up a little bit. I'm on whisper. Make sure you're using third person to look. Don't peek out. Get back. Get back. Use your third person to peek.
There's nowhere for them to really pop out right here.
Yeah.
I know, it just feels wrong.
Yeah, it's not.
Tigers is 4, is that 080075?
You got eyes on the intersection?
Is that where they're halted?
We're not.
1-2, this is Bravo. What were those explosions we were hearing?
Eyes on the VIX.
I'm up on the roof of the drum.
Copy.
Yeah, there's not much I can do as far as directions.
1-3 is taking fire up on the hilltop. They've been spotted.
That meteor to the northwest is shooting at us from that place.
Are those friendlies on the other side of the road?
Yes, I said they were on the far side.
Hey, there's friendlies on the far side of the road. Watch your fire.
I'm gonna try and get a snapshot on that meteor.
Backpass is clear if you need it.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone lift your fire. There's friendlies on the other side of our fire line.
I'm reloading and holding fire. I think so.
No, somebody just shot something big next to me.
1-2, let's go ahead and move up a little bit to this other building here between us and the road.
Hey, Sheffield, move up. We're moving up to this decrepit building in between us and this one. Let's go. Hey, Oyuma, we're crossing. Alpha, this Bravo, we're moving up now.
Off copies.
Team in there.
1617, this is 1-2. 1-2's moving up to go through and try to get more eyes on what's going on up here.
Are we the squad pushing through again?
I don't know because I see movement across the hill from us.
Be advised, there's friendlies west of us cresting the hill.
Yeah, those friendlies have been there the whole time.
And
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Go for 1-2.
This is what you call a B. And we talked about
I call it a square ambush
Yeah.
where we're all shooting at each other.
I'm sure it'll be talked about. There's no sense in harping.
1-3 is clearing it.
1-3.
I'm gonna hold here. I gotta get windows shop. I'll shop and see. Actually, I'm gonna come up there because I can't see more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some more sandbags in here.
Pause X.
Pause X, condition, or just safety your weapon.
Weapons on safe.
Condition 1, folks.
Weapons all safe.
Purpose order already now.
Just make me shift this house.
I'm right with you. We're following you, like 2 steps behind you.
Rally on yellow smoke.
Rally on the yellow smoke to our north.
That was a combination of myself and the lieutenant. Because we were looking for an L-shaped ambush for this one. But it turned into more of a V in the end of it.
We were shooting almost directly at them.
Oh, at friendlies.
I feel like I had plenty of time to get it there.
Force here.
No, because we had to kick off immediately. We got the clearance to go hot. We needed to get that munition in the air.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, affirm.
Alright.
Send for dagger. Oh, Bravo, let me know when you're at the smoke.
Yeah, B, well,
We're always at the
gonna
smoke.
be,
Present? No, not on fire.
1-2's present.
Negative. Stand by. I want to see if I can get you guys refueled.
This one, we're all here.
Yeah, Dagger, you can take care of that while we pause it.
Affirm. Thunder, if you have to, you can RTP to refuel and rearm.
Alright, Havoc 1, let me know when you guys are all here.
Look on top.
Affirm. Lancer, how are you on fuel time now?
Roger 1-3.
This is 1-4, all here. Over.
Havoc 1 still present, sir. Or top, or...
Roger. Okay.
Make sure Thunder's gonna be back up.
So, we're pausing next here. Captain, you had something you want to go over?
Alright, let's work from here backwards. What was the plan for this ambush here?
The plan for this ambush was to set up an L shape that prevented them from crossing that T intersection.
So where did we want the L at?
Basically, I was using that hilltop to the west.
Draw on the map for me with crayons.
Alright, let me find my crayons here.
I drew it over there, sir, if you can see it.
Oh, there it is. So that actually turned out more of a V shape instead of an L. Right, because we ended up here.
What was the idea with all the people that were still down here in these buildings? Because what ended up happening is we were shooting directly towards friendlies.
Yeah, everyone else should have been up here.
Okay, so that's the problem and that's the breakdown. I didn't mean to delete that marker. So why were 2 squads still sitting down in the buildings at the RP instead of up on that other ridge?
Captain? Just to say that the Havoc 4 was set up in the buildings.
Okay, I don't care about Havoc 4. I'm talking about who was the other squad with 1-2 still in the buildings? Or was it just 1-2?
Captain, there was elements of Havoc 1-1.
Okay. So it's not a rhetorical question. Why wasn't that squad in plus? Why were those guys still in the building instead of up on that ridge?
Sir, I told them to hold still while the helicopter was still moving and being dealt with. I didn't want them to be spotted early.
That's the next part. Why did we send out a helicopter and Jav round before or why did we shoot down the helicopter and the jav and shoot out a jav round before enemies were in the kill box if we hadn't been spotted?
7.
Was there a jav round that was fired at the helicopter? I know air. There was like breakdown communication with air. I told them to hold off on engaging it, but I think that didn't get to them fast enough. So I know air was trying to engage it first.
1-4 did not send a jav out on the helicopter over.
What was the thing that was shot that sounded like a jav then?
Dagger?
There was a Sidewinder that was put out on the KA, but I believe that was because it came into view of Warlord. Warlord had to engage at that point.
Sir, there was an ATGM fired by a BMP-2.
Thank you. I knew out of 50 people here, someone had to know what that was. Okay. Was that fired at a helicopter?
That was the enemy, sir. It was the enemy firing at Warlord.
Okay. So, did the helicopter have eyes on our position, on our positions from where it was?
7 initially, I think he might have been able to see us, but he ended up very low when they actually got into this area. I couldn't say for certain. I could see him clearly.
So whatever the breakdown of communication was, in addition with shooting that was very, very generous of that convoy to continue rolling for us to ambush them after their helicopter got shot down. I don't know why they did that. So Dagger, why did the helicopter get shot down early?
We had Warlord coming in to engage the Hind initially, and as
did he cut out or forget what he was saying?
Went off of yelling. Better?
I mean, you just stopped talking.
Okay, Warlord was spotted by the Hind when he was returning after his abort code was called, and he was returning into Defilade. He was spotted by the Hind and thus engaged.
User joined your channel.
Send traffic.
Okay. Was he only spotted because we didn't expect a helicopter and it had an angle on him while he was hiding behind something?
He was inbound to engage the Hind before it met with the convoy, but once the Hind met with the convoy, he was told to wave off. In that moment of him waving off, the Hind and him met eyes.
I had initially given clearance because the helicopter was not associated with the convoy or close to it, but then it moved into an escort formation, which is why we called the wave off.
All right. So we were told to stop in the buildings because of the helicopter, and then the helicopter ended up getting shot down. Why didn't we get cleared to move into a better position after that? Because we were shooting past friendlies in this building from those buildings. And we were also shooting towards friendlies on that ridgeline. All right, lots of little things. Lots of little things. All of that little attention to detail and initiative and making sure shit's going on right. Given the helicopter situation, it's everything that happened is understandable, but it's still stuff that needs to be more fluid, and lower level leaders, you need to be making decisions. Hey, let's move. The thing that was keeping us from stopping moving is no longer a thing, so let's get into a better position. Hey, there's guys in front of us, don't shoot. Hey, there's guys on the other ridgeline, don't shoot them. Stuff like that. Since we're here, let's. Does anyone have anything else on this particular ambush?
I do not, sir. Negative, Cap.
From your perspective as task force commander, did it go off as you wanted?
Almost. It got a little hairy. I think the kickoff was delayed a little bit. I think the helicopter put a wrench in things. It almost kind of went sideways once the heavier medium armored assets started engaging, but we were able to rally and pull it off pretty effectively.
All right. So we don't have to bring it up at the final debrief and have skipped one. Let's talk about the first
User in your
ambush
channel timed
here. look on your maps back towards
User
that initial
entered your
point.
channel.
We need to make sure when we are setting up an ambush that everyone who's part of that ambush has a good idea of where they're going to be and where they need to be shooting. That little leader's recon, you need to go up and you need to figure out where everyone's going to be and where the best eyes are going to be on the kill box. The people, the team members at least, and I don't know who else in the squad I was with, we were hanging way too far back. We were chilling out here, and we had no idea where the kill box was from us or where we were supposed to be set up. We had no defenses, nothing dug in on this side of the hill, on the fucking south side facing this direction. And that lead BMP didn't get taken out by that first mine that went off. It did get hit by the mines, it just didn't get taken out. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
And it pulled off the road over here, and it had shots right up towards us, and we had no defenses dug in on that side of the hill. We had no defenses dug in on that side of the hill because we did no recon and we didn't dig in any pre-made positions before kicking the ambush off. So, was there a reason for that?
Sir, the reason we didn't have any pre-made trenches dug in is because there wasn't enough. I felt like there was not reasonable concealment for them, and they would have been easily spotted by the convoy from a kilometer away, and they would have, we would have lost the ambush at that point.
Ares, you are an Ares operator. What's the rule on engaging towards those entrenched positions as Ares?
If I spot them and they're not reasonably covered or concealed, I can engage them.
Is that correct, First Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that was not my understanding. We'll talk about that later. We cannot dig in and we cannot conceal our positions, so we can't actually dig down, so we have to dig up. So trying to conceal that stuff, we can't break tree branches off and cover up our positions after we dig a trench. But okay, that makes sense for that. But still, that only covers part of it. The other big part of that was we had no idea where we were supposed to be when the ambush kicked off. We didn't know where our kill box was. We didn't have a good eye on the layout.
I have something related to that, Cap.
All right, XO.
Addition is, guys, as it was being said down, at least to out my squad that I was in, is that we were to basically hang back well below the defilade, the ridge line, and then basically once the ambush kicked off, then sprint up to the hilltop and do it. Now, me being me, I fucking went prone, got my dick in the dirt, and my fire team came along with us, and we low crawled up till we were just below the defilade, or just below the ridge line, so that way when it kicked off, we were very close. You guys want to make sure that, yes, you're staying to where you're definitely below that defilade, so you're not getting spotted, but get as close as you can if we can't get up there, so that way you can, it's not such a long time between when it kicks off and when we're actually up in there and engaging the enemy.
That is the exact purpose why we allow third-person cheating in ambush scenarios.
Yep.
Right. So that was I thought I had sort of gone over that. The initial spot we were told to stop at was 200 or more meters behind the spot where we ended up at for the ambush. We were told to stop, and when the ambush starts, to sprint up and start shooting. That's crazy.
That is, sir. Should not have been the case.
All right. That's something that needs to be worked on then.
Roger. The initial staging points were for when the convoy is up around TRP Delta, and the plan was once they drive down this slope and no longer are able to have eyes on the top sides of these fucking hilltops and the immediate far side of the defilade. Basically, once they pass baseline enemy, then you guys were cleared to push as close to your actual firing positions as you could get while still being in cover. There should not have, like we briefed this, there should not have been any ambiguity about that.
All right, so for whoever was on the east side of that hill, which was 1-2, that basically, it should have been understood that that did not apply to that squad, because from that hilltop, your entire ambush position is going to be covered. So you need to figure out where that military crest is. Does anyone not know what military crest means? You need to figure out where the military crest is from the actual kill box and get right up to it. That's the point of a military crest. So you can just pop up and start shooting. So you're just barely out of view. So make sure that we're going into these things with an understanding of where the kill box is and where your positioning needs to be. That's the end result of this conversation. And get right up to it. I won't waste any more time talking about this. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
Negative.
Negative, sir.
All right, First Sergeant.
Roger that. Thank you, sir. All right, if there's nothing else, we're going to get this show back on the road. So, Ares, are you ready?
Microphone activated.
A-framed up.
All right.
All squads, give me an A support.
Action.
A support.
Hey, how you doing on 556?
2 times javelins remain.
Dagger. Eyes on that convoy.
All traffic.
7, are we expecting the stage from here?
1-2, this is Bravo. We are green.
On that convoy that was moving
Roger, let's move over to the vehicle.
Copy.
1-2 copies.
Copy.
I guess we're going back to
This is
6.
1-3 to break. 1, this is 1-3. We are green across the board.
This is 1-2. We're also green across the board.
1-0.
Hey, firm.
Are we going back to our pick?
Don't load up yet. Just stage it fixed.
Hey, we're gonna head over to the Vic. Haven't been told that we're mounting up yet.
I'm pushing that way.
But if you look to the east, you can see a beautiful sunrise and Warlord passing over.
I know, I see it. It was ecliptic.
It's a real party.
I wish I had brought my camera with me.
Yeah, I wish you did too.
Because I had you in the picture too.
I'm getting in the Vic off commons one, Mike.
Copy.
Hey Sheffield, take my picture.
Get ready to mount up.
Prepare to mount. Wait, go back, Sworn. Go back. Stay there.
No! Holy shit!
Wait, wave again, Soren?
How'd you sneak in?
I just did. Alright, I got your photo. I'll send it to you later. Whenever we
Hey,
get to base.
thanks.
I couldn't get my camera to work. Must have got it double exposed.
Always got my.
Oh, look at that, good looking Mike.
Thank you, Corporal Soren.
You've been working out?
Yeah, I apologize for being late on my transport.
You gonna wait?
Yeah,
I had a punctured tire on the way here.
Yeah, I know how it is.
Fine, because while you weren't here, we all made very, very good efforts to not
your
get
photo
hurt.
too.
So
Did
far
you
it
need to
works.
find a woman to go through and change the tire for you?
Yeah, we had to stop at a service station. Hello, Connor.
And then a T-72 in the rear.
1-2, this is Bravo. Is there any talk at all about what's going on?
Hold on to your butts.
Roger.
Yeah, there's not much at the moment. Basically waiting to confirm that we're going to be loading up.
Roger.
Even though I think some guys are a little, ready to go.
Yeah.
Mount up.
Hey, Sheffield, we can mount up.
After you.
We're doing our check-ins.
Steve, you got radio again?
I'm gonna go all comms one mic. Can someone else take the 5-0?
1-2, can you take the radio? Yeah, that works.
Alright, I'll be all comms one mic.
He needs to go through and catch up.
All right, who's taking it? Campbell? Mike?
Yes, what?
Hey, get on 5-0 on the convoy net. You're going to have to use your short range.
He already has a secondary net.
Yeah, I'm already monitoring.
1-2, assign someone to the convoy net.
Sheffield.
Big one, holding it.
Sheffield, you got that?
Hey, firm.
All right, let them know last Vic is in place.
Last week in place.
Big one, left turn.
He's back on comms. You want me to pick up the 5-0?
Sheffield's got it.
Alright.
Big one, holding a T-junction.
Last big left turn.
Sheffield, don't forget to call when we're exiting the town.
Vic 1, we're Oscar Mike.
Last big exiting town.
All Victors, we are Oscar Mike to the new dismount to the south. Make best speed.
Big one copies. Waiting directions.
Make a left onto the ASR and continue
Big one
straight.
left turn.
Updated route should be marked on Blue 4 tracker in the vehicles.
Big one stopping.
Negative, continue on route. Convoy is Oscar Mike, let's go.
Last big left turn.
Big one continuing.
Alright, next convoy, boys. T-72, BMP, €1, 2 fuel trucks, 2 BMP-2s, and I believe that they said another T-72.
Out of that.
Roger.
Copy that.
Have we started hearing about how we're going to be set up when we get there?
Negative.
Roger, can you inquire for us?
Big one right off road.
Yep. One seven. This is 1-2. Do we know how we're going to be set up for this yet?
Last big right off road.
Alright, so they're thinking it's going to be the same route as the first convoy, so we're basically going to be doing the same thing that we did before. However, if they notice that something's going to be different, then there's going to be changes on the fly. Be ready.
Dismount point from the first ambush position, so that is bearing 223, 750 meters from our position.
So an L-shaped ambush?
No.
Or same as the initial.
First one. The
Roger.
First one, that
Got it.
is the one.
Yeah. For those not on ConvoyNet, we are heading back to the initial ambush point. What the fuck are we doing in here?
What the hell?
Which way did he go?
I lost eyes. He said go bearing 223 for 750 meters, right?
Yeah. Trying to navigate these trees.
Keep heading to the southwest.
Big ones for the jump.
Great. Hit a fucking tree.
Ouch.
Alright, if you can, start heading west a little bit more. So we're almost out of the trees.
Eyes on friendly Rex bearing 250.
Last Vic out of the jump.
Big one coming to a stop.
Alright, all Victors, just circle the wagons here. Just get security. For now, we may have to move. We're waiting on intel on the convoy.
Alright folks, we're going to be stopping here. We're waiting on intel from the convoy. Everyone out?
Alright, to the original RP.
Okay, we're gonna move southeast to the original.
Bravo, copy.
RP.
Hey Sheffield, we're moving southeast to the original convoy, the original spot we were at for the convoy. For the first convoy, I should say.
Same as before. I think they're doing javelin. Gun 1072053.
Bearing 166, about 180 meters. 1-2, this is Bravo. Have you gotten word on where the other squads are going to be yet?
We're all going to be in the same positions.
Roger. So that's 1-3 up top and 1-1 on the hilltop to our west southwest.
Stand by. I'm trying to get coordination with air so we can launch our.
Yeah, 1-1 is over to the far west.
We'll do the best I can.
We got elements of 1-4 here next to us, and then we've got 1-3 up on the hilltop.
Roger. Tracking. Hey Sheffield, did you catch that on where the other squads are going to be? Or where they are? Alright, good.
1 to the south, ears on Vix.
I have ears on Vix. Time now.
Roger, just got called up. Hey, we're gonna move up to the military crest.
It has fucking eyes on us, straight south, a fucking tank. We have no defilade from that. I'm pushing back northwest over defilade.
Hey, move south. Move north. Move north. Move north. Move north.
Over.
Bravo's running north.
I have no breath for this.
Oh, fucking start moving. Go, go, go.
Yeah, we're already out for me.
I'm gonna have to put my dick in the dirt as soon as I
Fucking get into defilade.
Have him get low. Have him get low.
One, 2, you're not in defilade. Alpha, you got to move farther northwest.
Copy. I got no direction on that.
Sheffield, I need you to keep moving. You're still in
Spike
eyes of that road.
Bearing 146, more than 500 meters out.
Yeah, if they had mentioned that it was going to be a different makeup or a different direction, I would have said something, guys. I did not hear if it was a different direction.
Hey, firm. That's why we gotta keep asking. All right, good shit. Thanks, Sheffield.
Distance to lead Vic is 641 meters. Over.
If you're using a rangefinder, or wrong net. If you're using a rangefinder to see that, you need to get down. Range to the bend is 200 meters. 1-2, this is Bravo. What's our mark to start the ambush?
We're waiting for 1-4, I believe, to go through and take a shot on that first one.
Roger. All right, Sheffield, 1-4 is going to take a shot, and that's going to be our mark for the start of the ambush.
Ready to pop up.
Drum says...
There says they're engaged. They're... Sounds like 1-4 is supposed to be engaging.
Engage until armor's taken out.
All right, we're in defilade of the convoy. Let's start moving up. Stay down. Stay belly in the dirt.
Past southeast side of us so we can creep up a little bit.
All right, it's enough that you can crawl. All right, that's it. We got to move up. Hey, Sheffield, moving up to this big rock to the south. Roger. Bravo's engaging enemies.
Alpha's still moving into position.
We've got a MBT at the rear of the convoy that's still running. The turret does not seem to be active, marked by red smoke.
User joined your channel.
Hey, Sheffield, get back. Bravo copies. We can't move up until that MBT's taken care of. MBT's been hit.
That was a direct hit.
MBT is Cat. All right, Sheffield, let's move up. Alpha, this is Bravo. We're moving up on your left.
I'm pushing to that rock. To my straight southwest.
Hey, great minds think alike. Hey, that's Havoc 1-4 rounds going down on there, on those contacts.
We are once the barrage stops.
Say again?
Once the barrage is done, we're clearing again.
Roger. Bravo copy. Hey, we're clearing again. Let's start moving up. Alpha, this is Bravo. We are moving south-southwest.
MBT is clear.
Moving on now.
Doing the same thing, taking the left side of the road.
Roger. I'm with you on that.
Copy that.
Careful around the fuel trucks, guys. There could be secondary explosions.
Bravo copies. Watch for secondary explosion.
User left your channel.
Careful of secondary.
Hey, firm.
Hey, Sheffield, push out south a little bit more so we have, we're dispersed enough.
One thing's reporting that fuel trucks, I believe they said. I'll double check, but they're leaving the airbase.
Say again, fuel trucks are leaving the airbase now?
304 transport trucks leaving the tarmac.
Be advised, 3 or 4 transport trucks are leaving the airbase at this time.
You guys hearing that? 3 or 4 more transport trucks leaving.
Hey, firm. If we're going back to the heel, or to our original position, I'm gonna have to go back early because I'm gonna have to be off mics for. I'll call for 1 mic coming up like an emergency in less than 1 mic.
Roger, do it. If you need to, I'll handcuff you and move you. 1-2, this is Bravo. I'm going to put incendiary on this vehicle with boxes.
Fire.
Incendiary out.
Moving back to original hill.
A move
User
direct
joined
north.
your channel.
We got some shots coming from the west, so.
Bravo copies. We're taking up the rear behind you.
I'm gonna get up to this rock and I'm gonna have to step away for 1 mic.
Roger. I'm gonna bring you with us.
Where are we going once we hit this ridge line?
Alright, I can't make that. I gotta go. I'll be back in just 1 mic.
1-2, this is Bravo. I got him.
Say again?
I've got a man off comm.
Yeah, we got enemies coming from our northwest. From our northwest.
Roger. Did you catch Alpha's question about what we're doing?
260, about a click down. Countering friendlies in front of us.
Sounds like a
Bravo
fire
copy.
might be going out.
One to the south, where do you want us going from here?
Alpha, stay on the right side of 1-1 near Bravo. Go ahead and go to the left side of 1-1.
Roger, where is 1-1?
We're on him.
Hey, Mike, I need you to come take Sheffield.
Mike copies, Bravo. Over.
Solid copy. Anything else over there?
He's off comms.
Yeah, firm.
Prepare to break contact.
Bravo copy.
1-2, this is Mike. Can you come over to my boss?
What's up? Prepare to break contact on foot.
I'm back.
Sheffield, I'm over to your southwest, about 5 meters. Bravo copies. Prepping smoke. Hey Sheffield, prep yellow smoke to break contact. We're not yet. On my word.
One to the south, all the enemies we have eyes on are those guys about 900 meters away from our position. 1-4's lighting up.
Alright, we're gonna be moving southeast. 1-3.
We're going to be moving southeast. Stand by for movement.
We're gonna move with 1-1 here.
Bravo copies. Standing by.
Alright, they were prepared to focus.
Bravo copies. We're prepared.
Break. Let's go.
Oh, Hey, we're moving now, Sheffield. Moving southeast.
Enemy squad bearing 350, 400 meters.
Enemy squad bearing 350. They're 400 meters out.
Oh shit, enemy IDF looking close.
1-2, this is Bravo, confirm, moving southeast.
Moving southeast.
Bravo copies, moving now. Alpha, this is Bravo, how are you doing? Over.
Alpha, we're good.
Roger. Hey Sheffield, space out, space out. Got this IDF, we all need to get 50 meters. Hey Sheffield, move northeast, don't cross in front of these barrels. Alpha, this is Bravo, we're moving northeast because there's friendlies. Hey, friendlies crossing, we're coming through. One, two, this is Bravo, where are we moving from here?
Wait, when?
Alpha, this is Bravo, we're gonna get security to the southeast.
Move southeast now. We got IDF on the enemy.
Move southeast now. Roger. Yep, walk, go ahead and walk, yeah, do what you need. I'm here with you.
Just move, we'll clear all that shit up in a minute. I say again, Bravo, east and then south.
Hey, Sheffield, let's move south to get a little bit more space from everyone.
Yeah, there you go. I'm right behind you. Keep hitting.
Oh my god.
Yep, no problem.
Alpha, catching breath and then moving again.
Where are we moving to?
Alpha, this is Bravo. We're over on your south, just to your south. We're kind of on the edge of the whole unit.
Moving. Yeah. Copy, I see ya. Make that southeast to link up with everyone else.
Yeah, they're east of us.
1-2, this is Bravo, check in.
We're 1-2. Do you have any, Sergeant, do you have any mortar rounds for us?
Yeah, how far are we pushing?
Hold here.
More incoming IDF.
Have fun.
Oh, well.
1-2 Alpha, I handed off my mortar rounds, be advised.
Copy that.
0. Okay, you come on me.
1-2, this is Bravo. Are we holding here? Are we pushing out across this field?
If you can keep moving, keep moving.
I saw where that is.
All right, let's go. Sheffield, keep moving east. Bravo copies, continuing east.
That's Alpha in front of us here to the southeast. There is
Smoke out.
Otherwise, maintain spacing.
1-2, this is Bravo. I see friendlies changing south.
Stop popping smoke.
1-2, why are we changing direction? Where are we going?
Following 1-3.
Roger.
We're trying to use.
I think that was them blowing up eggs. I'm gonna wait for you guys.
Stop using smoke, guys, if you're using it.
Roger.
FYI, I have not thrown any
Hold smoke.
initial.
Yeah, Roger.
Walk until they get through.
We are running through this fire.
Taking AG over fire.
There's almost no cover, so there's almost like nothing we can do really, but spread out.
Bravo cop. Hey Sheffield, let's spread out. Get to the west. 1-2. Wrong net. 1-2. That we are to your west. We're both still up. Alpha, you good?
1-2 actuals down. Over. 1-2 actuals down.
Alpha, step up. Everyone keep moving southwest, or south.
Move east, guys, move east and south.
Sheffield, shift east. Come this way, come this way. Sheffield, change direction.
Never was called. I'm running south.
Roger, I'm not getting great directions myself.
I'm going to end up having to catch my breath in these deflates.
I know, I'm here with you. Get to me and we'll catch your breath. 1-2, this is Bravo. We're catching our breath and deflate.
Copy that.
As soon as you're good, let me know. Yeah, me too. Man, what a fucking shit show. Alright, let's go. Bravo is moving east. One, two, this is Bravo. Is there any traffic about what's going on or where we're going?
Air assets are trying to go through and get AGS.
Sheffield is 2 bunched in. Let's move over here. Roger, I'm going to get you his trench. This is fucking dumb.
Here. This is Bravo. Roger, we have a fucking serious casualty incident on those impacts. I'm heading towards southwest. My position.
Yes. Provide any medical. Anybody else?
1-7 on 3-1. We have declaring a mass cas on that rocket run position.
Guys, Mike on scene.
This is 1-1. Break. We're on scene right now. We're treating.
1-7. How copy?
Anyone on 113? How copy?
I'm working on a mic. I need somebody to help me with a mic. Hey, whoever that is in front of me, help me.
Roger,
Help me.
I'm
Help
off to your
me.
east here.
Help me get him. Oh,
anyone on 113? How copy? We got a mass cast on Bravo.
I'm gonna move him to their
side.
Yeah, pick him up.
Roger.
Copy
This is 7 Mike. I'm working on a mic right now. Unknown which.
Mike, do your thing.
This is 1-2's
Specialist
Mike.
Campbell.
Copy.
1-2 is Mike down.
Roger that. Confirm that.
I'm working Riley.
Alright, continue. I'm gonna go ahead and push drugs. Continue bandaging.
Copy.
1-1 Mike is on
I
scene
got 2
also
more behind
working.
his front.
Three going in. Continue bandaging.
On those artillery and mortar pieces.
Alright, I'm gonna start working on other casualties.
1-4, continue your movement to the south,
Pushing
to the other
CPR
side of the rest of these fucking
Roger,
squads.
Mike, we have this mass cast to take care of, or we are taking care of.
Bravo, we still have
in there, I got you back.
Push Good, Roger.
1-1, you still up?
Yeah, 7's up. I'm up. We got 3 down on my position.
Alright, all squads, the AGS and the
Copy,
heal
I'm
are
working on 1-2 at this time. I think all of 1-2 is down.
Bounding southwards if you don't have casualties.
Campbell,
I'm working on weapons on the
I got Corporal Sword over here.
You can push CPR on Riley.
Holden, you're gonna come up and you're gonna be really messed up. I need you to focus on treating yourself when you get up, okay, Holden?
This is 1-1. Be advised, most of my alpha team is down.
You're gonna be
help with Davenport whenever you're done with Holden.
Copies.
Okay. Yep. I need you to continue bandaging
and in a
Holden, whoever's
standoff
still
distance.
around.
Pushing blood on Serrera.
Hey, if anyone work on Steve,
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing drugs. You are also gonna be still bleeding a little bit.
I'm working on holding.
Alright, back up.
Send for dagger on 7-0.
I need everybody to do a CPR check and make sure everybody has a pulse before they continue.
Hold in, don't shoot out.
Bravo, I need
you to find Alpha.
He's still there. Keep working him, keep working him. Use him right again this right leg. Stay down for quite a while.
I have thunder ready time now on the artillery positions.
Copy.
I don't care.
Welcome.
When was the last time you checked for a pulse?
Thunder, execute that preemptive.
Bravo actual is up.
Alright, if you've just done CPR, continue bandaging.
Hey, Sal, you mind helping me bandage?
Bravo, actually, as soon as your team is up, push him blood on the
You guys need to push. They're gonna keep bandaging.
Right arm on your
Copy, one away.
I'm on your position.
Sagrera. Get drum's head.
1-4.
We just lost CLS.
Yeah,
I'm putting CLS on the corner right now. Yeah, I'm getting CPR. I have not moved shit.
Roger that. 1-4, we need you providing cover on that fucking hill till we're
gonna have to
This is 1-1. Break. We're being engaged by a marksman. Just took out one.
Patch yourself.
I'll bandage. Just give me a morphine.
Hold and keep bandaging yourself, bud.
Shit, Soren, don't you fucking give up on me, you son of a bitch.
This is 1-1 8320. That home back there.
You still got legs on.
I'm backing off.
Working on Baker.
Whoa.
Nice.
Fuck.
That's my first time ever.
Same here.
Not mine.
Yeah, it's the first time in an op that this has happened to me.
There, right after I died, it showed me a glimpse. Not one fucking smoke grenade.
Dude, they were all telling people to stop. Why the fuck did we move into that open area? That was dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
User in your channel timed out.
Here, I got the... Any station this net, this is 1-2 Bravo requesting reinforcement flight.
Roger. Last calling station on 5-1. Hold position. We're inbound to your location.
Let's go.
Roger. Hey, come over here. They're on their way. Come on.
Can you not hear me?
I couldn't. Now I can now.
I was asking, do we rearm or just go with what we have?
We go with what we have.
Hey, firm. Going with what I have.
What hit us? Did a rocket run hit us, or was those the AGS?
AGS.
Oh, I heard someone say something about a rocket run.
The initial rocket run.
Last calling station on 5-1. Can you pop smoke?
Hey, firm. Smoke out.
The initial one.
Phoenix, this is 1-2 Bravo. You're going to be looking for your green smoke.
Eyes on green smoke.
Some space.
Phoenix on the deck. You're clear to land.
Roger that. You have 3 times passengers. Hey, we're clear to load.
Three in. All right.
All in.
times. 3 times.
Hey, Baker, get on the other gun. If you're not already.
Alright, boys, we're heading back to you.
Roger. Is the AO hot? Or the LZ hot?
We don't have an LZ yet. We're just staging out to the east, and then we heard your call, so we turned around. I left the 2 Chinooks out there doing a holding pattern. We're gonna link up with them. We haven't gotten a 5-line or anything yet.
Roger.
Looks like task force is kind of moving to your LZ2. Tells us what's going. It's kind of what they're moving towards.
Doran, you'd have loved it earlier, dude. I was flying Warlord, and he asked me to reposition to the south, and I had to go across a gap of water with only like a 30-foot island clearance. So I was flying 5 foot off the water at 124 knots.
Hey, that's a rush.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, LaFave, you learning up here?
Hey, Kern.
Hey, good shit, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. And we were hiding from a convoy in a K-52, and that motherfucker came around the corner looking at me at 2 clicks away. I just fucking hosed him.
Oh shit. You used guns on the K-52?
No, I shot a Sidewinder at him, but he scared the shit out of me because he came around the corner looking at me. I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, that's what we heard, that you fired a rocket on him.
He scared me so much I yelled the wrong pro word.
User in your channel timed out.
Yeah, anyway, I'm just taking my time. We're not in a rush to go anywhere.
Task force is about 400 meters from that LZ2.
He never did call. He never did give us an LZ. I mean, he marked it, but...
what are the marked? Where you marked to start
There's
off
2
of?
marked, yeah, so...
Well, someone put a red dot too, so I'm assuming that's 2. It's kind of just what I'm going off here.
User entered your channel.
1-2 South, but we're going to use the Milky Way to get some pathway fire and
Hey Sheffield, so we can see on the.
We're about 350 away from the LZ, so we're trying to get to that point.
Stand by.
He didn't finish his sentence. You've got to finish your sentences.
Yeah, we're gonna be going in with these guys to pick up everyone. It looks like. So enjoy the view.
I probably want them closer to where Havoc 1-3 is, because it's pretty flat there, what I'm seeing on helmet cam.
Sheffield, to see the 47s out to our north. You see the 47s out to our north?
Yeah, hovering about 25 feet off the water.
Yeah, that's cool shit.
I know what they're doing. While they're waiting, they're fishing out the back.
Yeah, that's what they do. I've heard about that.
Either that or they had to pee really bad.
But to south, do you want us moving further south from here?
No, stay back here.
I'll copy.
Roger, Dagger, feedback as follows. Pick up grid 075 046 0649. Underneath the beach, further to the south. 1. Wheels above the water, ramps towards the beach. Oh, do you hear me?
We can hear you.
Transmit it. I heard that go over.
Uniform, this is Fuse Flight Recon. Roger, you want the Black Hawk to 0? Alright, when the birds come in, we're going to be in the northern bird with 149. Solid, we'll give you a 37. Alright, boys, you see the markers on the map?
Hey, firm.
Alright, Renato, I want you at 0649. I'll be at 0650. I want number 2 in the middle. That's range to the beach. Alright, B formation, Alright, here we go. We're gonna start off at about 80 knots. Phoenix is about 2 clicks out. I'll call it 30 seconds.
Be prepared to go through and pop green smoke on our positions. There's going to be 4 birds coming in. One green smoke for our position.
Phoenix flight, we are 30 seconds.
I'll copy that. I'll take care of it.
Alright, 1.5 clicks coming into the beach. You guys on the guns, stay frosty.
Too easy. And I'm leaning out with my rifle as well.
Keep low.
Eyes on green smoke.
Dagger, eyes on green smoke.
So the south ones are for the Chinook, north ones for the Black Hawk.
Yep.
One, two is Alpha. What bird are we going to be on?
It's going to be 1 per squad. 1 per squad. We're
Take your
probably
shot.
going to be number 2.
Go ahead and return fire.
Northburg.
Contact, tracers going out north.
Starboard side, no eyes on enemy.
Now. Let's go in. We're going to be with 1-4.
The northern Chinook.
Yes, northern bird.
Hey, you're firing over friendlies.
Turn if I need to. You might have to stand up to...
And that's just right around the back of the bird. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. One more on the water, one more on the water. All in. That's it.
All in, alright.
Let me know when you're all in.
See tracers.
Mike is in, over. Al's all in.
We're gonna stay low. Dagger, one is out to the east. Oh. 2 and 3, how do you know? You guys stay low, 10 foot. They were all gun for me. It to
That's an A from that cause call. Okay.
Well, I think that a few of them already hit from the ETS helicopters.
Go ahead and stay with me and land in a V.
Didn't let us lick our wounds.
I'm gonna be facing south. Watch this shit.
Watch the universe him down. Yeah, careful, guys. You can just pull down and we'll just hang tight to the other person. Roger. Yeah, do not get out. Stay in the bird. Stay in the bird. Make sure the guns are pointed forward into the ground.
When you touch down. To that formation. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's pretty nice shape.
Alright, good to dismount.
All stations 3-1, we are
Index, condition 4.
Index, condition 4. Rally up next to the wall.
Hey, we're rallying up here on the wall.
shouldn't.
Bravo's on him.
All right, let's have a go on this, everybody.
A from top.
All right. Okay, so the ambush itself went pretty well, but we kicked the Hornet's Nest from the airbase as expected. Fucking around too much in their neighborhood is going to draw a little bit of attention and ire, which it did. And unfortunately, we didn't have there were no great routes out of there. So we sort of got pinched in the open with not a lot of cover or concealment. So there was a rocket run from a K-52 that compounded with some pretty accurate AGS fire led to 3 simulated KIAs in this FTX. Obviously we could sit here and talk about, hey, that was avoidable because XYZ, but realistically that was a pretty shitty situation that we found ourselves in, and the timing was unfortunate, so. I don't have any notes written down right now. I thought the ambushes themselves, which is the purpose of the training, overall went pretty well. We covered some of the minor, or some of the more detailed issues and specifics in regards to how lower leadership should show a little bit more initiative and paint a better picture of battle space awareness for their subordinates, right? Because, everybody needs to be informed at every level so that they can make, their decision on how to most effectively be a part of the battle plan, right? How to accomplish the commander's intent. Everyone needs to be thinking about that, right? And you can't be able to make a good decision if you don't have all the pertinent information, right? So just something to think about and take with us. So Havoc 1-6, do you have anything?
Thanks, Top. I do have a question about the extract there. Was the composite, or as far as like what birds were coming in to pick us up, as far as like 2 Chinooks versus 4 Blackhawks, was that ever passed down on company net?
No, I don't believe it was. I think not directly, but I think that information did eventually make it down once we figured out the separation of the LZs, right? But that I don't think directly was passed down, at least independently.
Roger. So we had bird assignments ready for 2 Chinooks, but then for some reason we were told to put 1 squad per bird, which then made me.
Where did that come from?
That was from Dagger at some point.
Dagger?
I guess I missed that. Sorry, say that again.
Was there a reason why you told them to do 1 squad per bird?
I said pop 1 green smoke for the squads getting the bird, because we have 3 birds coming in. So the intent was to get 3 green smoke. So sorry if that was not relayed properly.
All right, Roger. So,
yeah, so it was one green smoke per squad per bird. Right.
So I heard that, but I'm pretty sure I got told to put 1 squad per bird before that. So I'll check my feed. If not, if that didn't happen, then just fucking disregard.
Yeah. So, but if you hear something like that is against all common sense, use your common sense and be like, well, that's fucking stupid. I'm not going to do that. Right.
Roger.
They're saying, hey,
it just made me sort of do the bad thing and assume that we were getting picked up by Blackhawks, which then changed our what we told the squads, and then when we saw the Chinooks coming, we had to revert back to the first plan, which is, glad that we had that, but I guess just, more clear comms as far as like who's actually coming to pick us up and how in the future. Yeah, that's all I had, Top.
Semper Gumby, Lieutenant. Semper Gumby. 1-7.
Thank you, Sergeant. I have nothing for the task force at this time.
Roger that. Dagger.
I have nothing for the task force at this time.
Roger. Blacksmith.
Thank you, First Sergeant. Nothing for the task force.
Roger that. Havoc 4.
Thank you, Top. Nothing for the task force.
Roger. Deco.
Nothing for the task force. Thank you, Top.
Roger. Pretty slick pickup right there.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
74th.
Thank you, Top. Nothing from the Tigers.
Roger that. Did I miss any section leaders? Hearing none. Aries.
Thank you, Top. Did y'all have a good time tonight? That's all I got, Top. Thank you.
All right. So before I hand it off to the CO and the XO, remember that knowledge and knowing is only half the battle. What's the other half?
The battle?
Extreme fucking violence, gentlemen. The other half is extreme violence. which was mostly accomplished today. So, with that, Captain, do you have anything?
We'll let the XO go first.
Okay. I think I looked at the XO and said Captain.
Nothing. Think for anything. Stop.
Captain, my captain.
All right. Did we know where that third ambush was coming from?
Affirm, at
Sorry,
least.
where the convoy for the third ambush was coming from.
Roughly, yes. We were waiting for it to make a. There was a fork in the road that could have gone either way, and that fork to find out which route it was actually taking was relatively close to where we could get to in time.
All right. So we knew it was coming from the south.
Correct.
So where did the comms breakdown happen that one of the squads started pushing back here to this slope? Because we were halfway, we were told to go back to our original ambush point, is basically the comm that happened. And our original ambush point was on the forward-facing slope of that entire convoy. And all their guns. So where did that breakdown happen?
Not a rhetorical question. Havoc 1, do you have anything on that?
I am unaware, sir.
So is this just
how did the instruction of go back to the original ambush point is that what was said on Platoon Net?
So Morris, you remember?
So the comms that came down were to move back towards our initial ambush point and then set up along the ridge.
Right. So that's original ambush
is
point.
That what was said on Platoon Net?
I would have to go back and check footage to confirm verbatim, but that was the intent. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we knew the convoy was coming from this direction, and our original ambush point as 1-2 was right here, in plain view of them. So was it relayed where the convoy was coming from?
Yes, sir.
So we knew it was coming from the south?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Microphone muted.
Right. There's a breakdown of communication there somewhere, and you guys need to figure it out.
We'll get it sorted, sir.
Captain, I just want to point out that as a senior or as an NCO, you have to take the information that you know, and if you hear an order, it doesn't necessarily mean execute it verbatim, right? Like, you need to understand the intent of the order, and if the intent is to ambush this convoy and you have the information, then you have to make an adjustment, based on what you see. And so putting yourself, just because the raw order was, hey, we're moving back roughly to our original ambush position, doesn't mean that the specific position is what you should do, right? That's sort of like handcuffing yourself to the letter of the law when we need to be a little bit more flexible. And that's why the NCO core, that's your job, right? That is to take the information, compile it in a way that you can, regurgitate it to your people, execute the intent, even if it's not necessarily like the letter that was given, right? So you got to use that discretion that you have on the battlefield.
One thing I want to add to that, though, folks, is that as much as it's been talked about a lot lately, and correctly so, as far as exercising that initiative and changing it, if you are told to do something that doesn't make sense, don't just change it and keep that information to yourself. Make sure you are passing up to your peers as well as your superiors of how you are changing it, so that way that information is flowing. So that way, if for whatever reason they don't realize it was a fucked up situation, that the order that they gave you, then they're assuming that you're at a certain location that you're not, or you're doing whatever it is that they said. So yes, exercise that initiative, but make sure you're utilizing your radios and communicating that information as far as what that change is.
Yep, thank you, XO. That's definitely a very key part to that as well. Sorry, Captain, you have anything else?
Yes, one other big thing. You guys need to learn and understand how the new stamina system works. You have to jog with your weapons down. When you have every single other person in the task force overwatching your movement, you do not have to be moving with your weapon at high ready or at low ready. Move with your weapon down. That is the lowest consumer of stamina with the new stamina system. You guys also need to reduce your loadouts to about 80 to 85 pounds. That means we're going to be carrying less shit. And along those lines, it's weight, stamina, stance. I think I just went over all three of those. So understand that you can make a relatively long jog as long as your weapon is down. But if you have that weapon at, I think it's low ready instead of basically hanging loose, you're not going to make it. Does anyone have any questions on that?
Negative, sir.
Negative, Captain.
Makes sense? Good. All right. The good, as the first sergeant already said, regardless of everything else, all three of the ambushes were extremely successful. I don't think did anyone even get injured on any of the ambushes?
There was an ND prior to the first one, sir, but I think...
Well, the actual ambushes themselves. And then the last thing is that Helo extract is what I believe we would call shit hot. When was the decision made to do a hover pickup?
It was made when we realized that the LZs were a little bit too far in the open on land. Dagger presented the idea, and we rolled with it.
That was a good idea and a excellent execution. Probably not flawless, but pretty fucking close. So good job on that.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, last thing is, I wonder if we'll ever see our MRAPs again.
No, Blacksmith blew them the fuck up, sir.
Okay. If Blacksmith had time to move down to him, why didn't they grab one of them? Or two of them?
And we were setting a trap for the enemy, sir.
Okay. That is all I had.
All right, roger that. If you have a C or Q as it pertains to the task force as a whole, put it in side chat time now. I saw one from Corporal Madsen.
Thank you, Top. It was about if anyone got injured on the ambushes and the northern ambush. I know at least one person got lightly injured from a main round landing close by. That's all. Thank you, Top.
All right, Roger. So, not bad. A little boo boo. The real hurt was when that K-52 caught us in the open in that Mark 19 fire. So, okay, we are indeed less than 2 minutes from the 3-hour mark. So we're gonna wrap this up. I see no other questions, comments, concerns. With that, you're all dismissed to your individual debriefs. Enjoy
User
the rest
left
of
your channel.
Sunday night. Good job, Task Force Alpha.
Fucking hooah.